I was very busy, setting fire to my personal library of small-mindedness. Now, all of that hatred wasn't really me, nor was it an accurate representation of my tolerant personality, but you see, I was sung to sleep with hate instead of lullabies, and I was taught to recite racial profiling instead of nursery rhymes.
I'm a student at the University of Tampa. You won't believe what she said next. So, what sport do you play? Basketball? It's like you think you know me, right?
I'm probably not supposed to say stuff like that, but there's a lot of hatred out there in the world, and I got the genetic get-out-of-jail-free card.
I wasn't no stranger to struggle. Being a black girl in the South, in those days, I had to fight for everything I had. This didn't feel any different. Just another fight.
So I can only hope that one day, black and white will decide to burn their personal libraries of ignorance that were never known, only learned.
He starts shouting out, Allah can't do what God can do. I try to explain to him, and I'm still trying to be quiet, that Allah just means God in Arabic. It's just an Arabic word for God.
Because it seems like Arabs are excluded from that good old American fantasy. Anyone can come to this country for wealth, prosperity, education, tolerance, religious freedom. That is, unless you happen to be Muslim who has dark skin and a beard. Then you're fucked.
Religion is doing more harm than it's doing good nowadays.
I'm not saying pull over everyone wearing a turban or what do you call it? Those dresses the Muslim women wear. Whatever, you know what I'm talking about. It's not like anyone who believes in Allah and has a tan is a flight risk. I don't know if I can turn water into wine or run fast enough to fly across the ocean. I don't know if I can boast to being a heavenly host trying to bake enough bread to feed humanity their Last Supper. Jesus would be in the streets, speaking for those who can't get relief, so forgive me if I don't follow your systematic beliefs. And if I don't pay attention when you have the gall to tell me my faith won't get me to heaven, because I don't think that's your call.
He was tortured on the cross, so you don't have to feel guilty about all the shit you've done. Wrong! You were fought for once. Men like my great-grandfather risked death to be with you. I still make snap judgments based on appearances. I just wish that I had something else to go on. You know, something else to show. Even me, you know, something better to show than just my body. That doesn't seem like enough, you know? Apparently, if you don't put out by senior year of high school, you become a sexual oddity. Go figure. I thought I had at least a couple of more years before I became a social abnormality.
I got to college, and all of a sudden, there was sex. Sex everywhere. It was so wonderful and liberating.
I personally would like you to know that just because I'm attracted to men and women does not mean that I'm attracted to you.
I have gay friends. I like them. I just don't agree with them. I think their lifestyle is sinful.
I wasn't sure if I was a lesbian then. I thought I might be, but I didn't want to admit it. One night we ended up having sex. It was horrible. I just wanted to be straight so badly, you know? There are so many kinds of love. It's almost hard to keep them straight sometimes. No pun intended.
I would love to be anorexic, to hate food, to see it and despise it, to want it far away from my body and my stomach. Right now I crave food. I have a love-hate relationship with my stomach. Sometimes we argue. It tells me about all the food it wants, and I tell it to shut up.
Don't roll your eyes. I know that life is supposed to be so easy when you're thin, but you wouldn't believe it. And I was so disappointed that I had to just wear clothes, just wear skin, just have my body to show off. I wish I could dress myself up in all of my accomplishments and all of my good qualities. You think people who were always being judged on their looks wouldn't be so rude? But I guess I'm asking too much.